Thank you very much, Marianella. And to start off on such a positive note and a vision for what we can do and what we can create. And I think one of the things that we've all been talking about at this conference is how important it is to be here to do, to be here to be active and to be here to engage. We're not here to sip on lattes and cocktails, although they are very nice. We are actually here to work, and we're also here to make sure we leave with an action plan and to make change, because we know that change is what we need now, and we do not have much time left, and we have many generations to come. So we have to think what it is that we will be remembered for in this moment, and we hope that we and women standing together, we will all be remembered for helping to create something positive into the future. Today in our presentation, we thought we would give it some theming. So we thought we would start with passion, and that is what our next speaker really brings to the podium. I would like to introduce InêsTojeira, who is a deep sea marine biologist. She has a passion for exploring, and I think when we all met for the first time, she had with her some amazing bottles from the deep sea, and we were totally enthralled for at least half an hour. We even forgot we had coffee on the table. We would like to invite her to tell us a little bit about her work, what is her passion, and about the deep sea, which has been a childhood dream for her since she was little. Welcome.
Well, thank you so much. First of all, I would like to thank you for having me here in this panel full of wonderful women bonded by the sea, like I am. Can you please put the video?
Hello to everyone. My name is InêsTojeira and I'm a marine biologist. I work at the task group for the extension of the Portuguese continental shelf, and the main goal of this task group is to support Portugal's submission to the UN for the delineation of the outer limits of the continental shelf beyond 200 nautical miles. So to accomplish this goal in 2008, Portugal acquired a remotely operated vehicle, an ROV, branded with the name Luso. So Luso is a highly maneuverable robot rated to 6,000 meters in depth and is completely dedicated to scientific work. And every year this ROV is enhanced to face new projects and new challenges in different fields of research. So this extraordinary vehicle allows us to discover a multitude of different deep sea environments, revealing a surprisingly high biodiversity. So Luso gave me access to my actual field of work, the deep sea environment. And creatures from a distant past, with strange forms, appear out from the dark, and sometimes they receive light for the very first time in their life. Sponge fields, coral gardens emerge, and sometimes they cover the entire seabed. They are the real engineers of the deep. They are home of thousands of animals with their intricate structure and shape, providing nursery grounds and protection for many living organisms like fishes and invertebrated species. So discovering this largely unknown world is a mixture of pure excitement and a rush of adrenaline that can keep me awake for hours and hours in a row. The ocean was always part of me, from exploring small animals in coastal tidal pools to scuba diving in our coast and unravel a bigger and darker world, the deep sea. This is really what bounds me into the ocean. So join us on the 28th of June at the Woman and the Sea panel.
Well, Liz asked me to talk a little bit about my passion to the sea. Well, I can say to you that this morning I was thinking about the definition of passion and how can we join these two words together, passion and the sea. And my feeling, my first feeling was that this is something that I cannot live without. Something like an emotional dependence that I have with the sea. And afterwards, after this total feeling of dependence, a mixture of words start to appear in my head, like a joy and freedom, when I'm on board with this amazing team that we have at the task group sailing, and we all have no boundaries ahead. I'm totally surrounded by the ocean, sailing in the middle of the Atlantic, and it's almost like taking a deep breath in, and you feel like you are in the middle of nowhere, but you can feel and you can breathe as you can when you are at shore. The adventure and the enthusiasm that I have studying these new places and discovering new habitats, it's something that it's extraordinary for us that are on board of these adventures. Because sometimes we do look at the different habitats that we've already know that they exist, but we are seeing them for the very first time. And sometimes there are gardens of sponges and corals, and they are all together and mixed with extraordinary and full of color. And sometimes different species and assemblage of species of crinoids, like we've seen yesterday, walking when the current is not strong enough to receive the food they wish to get. So the vast majority of the ocean remains completely unmapped, unexplored and unobserved. And be able to bring to light these small pieces of scientific knowledge, it's like being a part of a group that it's assembling a puzzle, and you just contribute with a little bit of a part of you and put a small piece in that huge game. So leaving me to the beginning, my passion and my enthusiasm with the sea, I think it was something that was born and imprinted to me when I was probably 1 month old, and then enhanced through the entire childhood until now, like you can see. And that's it. That's what I wanted to share with you. Thank you.
Such enthusiasm. I wish we could bottle that up and take it around the world. Amazing. Thank you for sharing, Inês.